Hello. We're recording. Hey, this is halftime with Coach Lady Tay. I am Coach Lady Tay, your coach and your cheerleader. We got vision. Yes, we do. We got vision. How about you? I'm coming to you from my eagle's nest, aka studio. Look, y'all, I am silly. So I'm going to warn you straight up. If you're looking for perfection, you are watching the wrong show. If you're looking for fake, you are watching the wrong show. If you're looking for uniqueness, you're watching the right show. If you're looking for me to be perfect, you're watching the wrong show. Because you know what? God want me to do what I do in the way that only I can do it. And I am not a perfect individual. I don't apologize for that. And you neither should you. You shouldn't apologize for being you because you are unique. Well, anyway, I had some things happen to me this week trying to get this equipment going and everything. Got some software, still couldn't get it to work right. So I'm still using my phone, but that's okay. Look, we are not going to despise humble beginnings. You guys are watching the beginning of something that I have been working very hard on getting together over the years, and I didn't even know what I was getting ready for. I honestly didn't. I studied different books, went to different seminars, um, conferences, conference calls, bought all kinds of courses, went to all kinds of places, talked to many wealthy people over the years. I mean, I didn't know exactly what it is I was getting myself ready for, learning the scriptures. But I tell you, God knew. See, my steps were ordered even back then, and I had no idea. No idea. I'm not an expert. I'm not trying to impress you, but I'm really good at pointing you to the information, okay? Because it is here for us. The show is called Halftime with Coach Lady Tay, simply because at this part in my life, if my lifespan is 90 years or 100 years or whatever, in the middle would be 35 to 55. So that's half. So that's why I call it halftime with Coach Lady Tay. When I started thinking about halftime and found out that I was a field missionary, all these thoughts just came into my head about field, field, football field, halftime. Just, I'm telling you, when you get a vision and you write down that vision, God start giving you all these ideas. But you have to have the vision written down first. I say it all the time simply because um, we become, I don't want to say lazy, but after we finish our education, we sometimes become complacent in life and conform in life. And we think that we don't have to learn anymore. You have to continue learning in life. You can learn from anybody. You can learn from a baby. You can learn from a child. You can learn from your parents, and you should be learning from your parents. We get to an age, half timers, big on this, ages 35 to 54, where we think we know everything. And guys, we don't. There are key principles. I talked about that in my bio video. There are key principles that we did not get. And it's no fault to our parents. It's just the way the economy was, the way things were, where parents had to go and work. And sometimes they had to work 2 jobs to keep a roof over your head and to make sure that you had what you needed. So there's no fault on them. But the fact is, there are key laws and principles that we did not get, that the wealthy has in teaching their children. Therefore, their children are growing up becoming your bosses. Get your power back. Get your power back. Y'all see me talk about being a queen. I am the queen of vision. You need to get your power back and know that you are a king and a queen. You got to get yourself a reality quick, and learn who you are worth and what your gifts and your purpose is. God did not create anything without a purpose. He did not create the trees without a purpose. The trees are here to give us oxygen, to give us food, fruit. The flowers got a purpose. The bees got a purpose. Everything God created has a purpose, including you. You have a purpose, and your purpose is not just to get up, go to work at someone else's dream. That's what you're doing. And come home and take a bath, eat, and go to bed. That is not your purpose. That is your job. And jobs are respected because jobs give you the money to take care of your family and to take care of you while you find your work. But we get complacent and we get conformed in this life where we're thinking that that's all we're supposed to do. And that is not true. Now, if your job is in line with your gift and you enjoy what you're doing and you get up in the morning every day, like Chef Robert, when you hear his story, I can't wait for you guys to hear his story. But we want things to be excellent for his documentary, because his documentary is also going to be his memoir to us, his family too. So we're trying to make sure that it's edited and that it's done in excellency. Now these halftime with Coach Lady Tay, this me just chopping it up with you. So these don't have to be perfect yet. As we get equipment and as we grow, we are going to get better equipment. I'm looking at a couple of cameras and some green screens and some really nice things, because this show is going to grow. I already have some people that are successful that I talk to, that coach and mentor me, because you're going to see that it's not just me. There are people that I talk to, that I am friends with, that are wealthy, that is very excited about spreading what they know and how they got there with you guys. So like and subscribe and share these videos, because you're not just going to hear from homegirl Coach Lady Tay, who the same peer as you, that not quite there yet. You're going to hear from people that are there that can give you some key principles as well. And I'm also going to be quoting from different books that I read over the years that I want you guys to read. But first, you have to be open minded to the knowledge. My friend Sabrina, I love her. We've been best friends for 20 plus years. She told me about this old Chinese proverb that her mom and her grandfather always told her. She said that they always told her that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. See, I'm not trying to impress you or anybody. What I'm trying to impress upon you is to be open minded and to write down key things that I say to you. Don't worry about the messenger. Don't worry about my fro hawk. Don't worry about my queen necklace. Pay attention to what I'm saying to you. Pay attention, because what I'm telling you guys, these are key principles that we did not learn because we were raised with MTV and Jerry Springer and Ricky Lake. And I'm sorry, they did not teach us those key principles. They taught us how to fail, tell, lie, vision. Told lies to our vision at an early age, including me. Okay? It is time to get to work. It's time for you to be willing to put in extra hours to renew your mind for the kingdom. You kings and queens, you're supposed to be working for the kingdom. I'm not just talking about Christian stuff. I'm talking about being successful right here on this earth where God has put us here. This is our domain. It's time for you to claim your domain and get yourself a reality. Reality. I am serious about that. I'm the coach and the cheerleader. Right now, I'm the coach. I want you guys to listen to me, and I want you guys to listen to these key principles. And when I bring on a guest, I want you guys to please have an open mind and listen to the words that they're saying. Some of you grew up with me, and some of you are my cousins, and some of you are older than me and younger than me. But let me tell you, you may think you know me, but you don't know me, my heart. And my heart is, I want you guys to win. I'm tired of seeing people so depressed all the time. God gets no glory in that. He gave us key principles. He gave us keys in life. But just like the law of gravity, what goes up must come down. You're going to fall. Just like laws and prosperity and laws and living. He is no respecter of person. If you're not following those laws that are written in this book, if you're not following those laws, you're not going to get what you want or what you desire. You're going to keep creating storms in this life that you don't want. See, we blame the devil for a lot of things. It's not the devil. It's our paradigm. It's our thinking. It's what we think is our own self when it's not. It's programming. You have viruses in your mind. Seriously. I have them too. I'm constantly reading. I'm constantly learning something new. I'm constantly talking to my coaches and my mentors simply because we're programmed at an early age to just conform in life and just get by. And that's not how God created us. He created us to be great people. He created us to be creative. So when you seeing people competing and talking about one another, and first of all, when you're talking about another female and you're a female, your subconscious mind thinking you're talking about yourself. So you got to stop doing that, because yourself is thinking that you're talking about you and programming you to be that you're saying about someone else. So let's not do that. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. And if you feel like that person is doing something that you know that they can do better, there's a way that you can tell them. you know we're supposed to coach each other. you know so I'm very excited about this show. God has put this on my heart to do this, and I have to say that God be the glory. He is the glory, because I asked me a year ago if I would be doing this in front of a camera to you. I would have laughed in your face, for real. But there is, for real, there are gifts inside of you. You have a purpose, and I want to help you reach that as well as I reach my own purpose. That's the whole key in having a coach. See, a coach help you see what you can't see because you're in the frame. So if you saw this picture, me doing this before in a picture, that's why. I can help you see things that you cannot see because you're in the frame. And that's why it's really good to have a coach. Like I said, I'm not trying to say that I know everything, but I do know how to help you get whatever you need. I know people that know things, and I've read books over the years. So I'm very excited to go over these books with you. We may do some book reviews and everything with you. Might even have a book club. If you want to roll with the Eagles, I have a business that I do, that I have a team called Eagles. We read. So, you might want to consider that. You can inbox me at coachladytay@gmail.com. That is a way that you can reach me. This is an unscripted show today, simply because I was hoping that we could get that coach, that Chef Robert footage today. Chef Robert, but that's okay. God be the glory. He knew what was gonna happen, so we just gonna keep it rolling. Guys, I'm telling you, there are gifts, there are books, there are books inside of you guys. You just don't know how great you are. You have greatness within you. And I want to help you by writing down your vision, making it plain, start getting those results. And also say, make it plain in Habbak 2:2, in case you want to know what that scripture is. Habbak 2:2 says, write down the vision and make it plain on tablets, so that who reads the tablets can be clear. Okay? That's what that scripture says. What is this? What is this? Isn't this a tablet? The other day I went to the Dollar Tree and showed you guys, they got so many tablets in the Dollar Tree. There's no excuse to not have a tablet. So go get you a tablet and go get you a pen, blue ink, prefer. Something about that electric blue just electrify your brain, get your dendrites going. So get that electric blue pen and a tablet. See, God knew 2,000 years ago when he had Habbak right that we were going to be using tablets. They still tablets. An iPad is a tablet. Go get some paper though, because something about writing things make it etch in here. You just start bubbling up all kinds of ideas, just bubbling up, bubbling up. God created you that way. He built us, mankind. He gave us gifts inside of us. A tree is known by its fruit. That's what it says in the Bible. You have fruit in you that you need to have ripened and passed to the generation. We're excited about seeing what you have to offer. You have things inside of you to offer us. That means you owe us the gifts that's inside of you. We're going to go over those parables. There's a parable called the talents. We're going to go over that next week. I'm trying to keep this show to just 30 minutes. I could talk, but I'm not going to do that to you guys because I know half-timers don't have much time because you have to get up and go to work in the morning and take care of the kids and do so much. So we're not going to take up too much of your time. But I want to give a shout out to Miss Sabrina Gay here, my bestie, my 20-year bestie. I have a couple of besties, but she's been my bestie for 20 years. I want y'all to see this book. It is so adorable, guys. It is called The Adventure of Pooh and Munchkin Doodle. I can't read backwards. By Sabrina Gay. She wrote this book. She wrote this book because she said that she wants to help kids get excited about reading again. She has a job, but she used her extra time to create her work. I want you guys to go to Amazon right now and buy this book and support Miss Sabrina Gay. It's called The Adventures of Pooh and Munchkin Doodle. This is a really cute book that you can read to your kids, get them excited about reading. And I tell you, the Bible says that your gifts will make room for you. Look how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? The illustration in this book this is quality work, guys. Anyway, it says your gifts will make room for you and bring you before great men. Her gift is making room for her. This book that she wrote is on Amazon. She's also getting in front of great men and women. There are libraries that wants her book because she was obedient and wrote her book. You have to take a faithful flying leap in this life. If you want God to bless you abundantly, you got to take leaps in this life. There is a law that I taught with my sister-in-law, Shanita. And that law is called the law of compensation. And I learned about this law from Jim Rohn And I learned about it from Bob Proctor. See, if you have your notes, you should be writing those names down. That law is called the law of compensation. And that law says that if you want high compensation and make yourself valuable, you have to first look for a need for what you do, the ability of you doing it, and the difficulty in replacing you. If you wonder why you're not making a lot of money at your job, it's because you need to look for a need for what you're doing, your ability to do it, and the difficulty it is to replace you. If you don't have all three of those, you're not going to get the rewards. You're not going to get the rewards. And if you're not willing to up your game and start doing the research, you're never going to live the life that God has made for you. You have to get to work. WERK. You have to get to work. If you are on this part of the law and your ability to do it, when you write down your vision, is not there, it's not good, you need to start studying and taking courses or anything you can to up your ability and get around some people, some eagles, some people up here, not no gossiping turkeys and chickens. Get yourself around good men and women that are doing what you want to do or see yourself doing, and do exactly what they say. Your ability to do it and the difficulty in replacing you. At your job, can they replace you? Are you replaceable? If you are replaceable, then they don't feel the need in paying you more. See, this is a law, which means there's no way around it. That's just one of the laws. See, some of us, we're making good money and don't know that we're actually following a law. That's a law. And I'm here to empower you with the knowledge so that you can be competent in these laws and principles. Half-timers, we got some work to do. We didn't learn this stuff from Jerry Springer and Ricky Lake. We did not learn this. We had keys around our necks and went home, and our parents was not there to supervise us and to make sure that we get these principles. A lot of them didn't have the principles either. But that's not an excuse. At this point in our lives, we should have this information. And if we don't have this information, we need to get it. I'm willing to share everything that I know and willing to give you clips of people that know things. See, we talk about the millennials and we talk about the elders. The millennials is getting this knowledge. That's why they don't want to listen to you. They're going to the wealthy and they're going and getting this knowledge. And that's why you're seeing millennials becoming multimillionaires. They're getting this knowledge, but they're not getting it from us in the church. And it's sad. We should be giving them this. We should be giving them this knowledge. Let's beef up our game together and elevate and rise above the storms. This is Coach Lady Tay coming to you. I'm going to end this up because it's 30 minutes. And the elders, they also want you guys to learn this too. I've talked to many of them, and they said they're glad that I'm doing a show like this. They want you guys to learn this. I'm going to interview some of them too. So I'm going to go ahead and end the show. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos. This is Coach Lady Tay. I'm your coach and your cheerleader. This show is called Halftime with Coach Lady Tay. We only keeping it at 30 minutes in the middle of the week, which is Hump Day, Wednesday. And we got some fun stuff coming too. This is just to get it started. I want you to have a key basis of what I'm doing here. Look at my bio. I'm going to go ahead and end this. But remember, if you can think it, you can see it. And if you can see it, you can be it. My question to you is, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for permission to be great? No one is going to give you permission to follow your dreams. But I am Coach Lady Tay, your coach and your cheerleader, and I'm going to help equip you with the knowledge you need to write down your vision and make it plain on tablets so that those you who read it will see it. Like, subscribe these videos, guys. And remember, go to Amazon.com. Look up this book, The Adventures of Pooh and Munchkin Doodle. And read this to your children. Get them started reading early. This is a very cute book and a really good way to start bonding with your children, okay? And it's not that long, but it's so cute. We're going to talk more about this book in the future. Go ahead to Amazon and buy this book for your kids, okay? I love you guys. See you next week. Have a nice and prosperous day.